putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. It's the Kevin Jackson Show. So happy you guys are with me. KJRadio.com. On demand 24/7 is how you can get the program. 844-551-8255 if you want to call me. Would love to hear from you. So Woody Allen speaks up on the Weinstein story. And you know what he says? Woody says, I hope the story doesn't spark a witch hunt. Woody Allen says he hopes the story doesn't spark a witch hunt. This is a man who adopts a young Asian girl. I don't know what age he adopted her. Young. He was married to Mia Farrow at the time. And I will admit, Mia Farrow's a piece of work. Holy cow. She's crazy. But you know what? Divorce your wife and go find somebody else. Not your daughter, Woody. This man is normalized having a relationship with your daughter, grooming her, if you will, until the time that she comes of age, and then you decide you're going to, and for the record, I don't know, when did Woody Allen start having sexual relations with his daughter? It's crazy. So he chimes in on Weinstein, and Twitter erupts. Get this. I don't know if this is true, but I saw this in a tweet. His current movie, Woody Allen's current movie, is about a father who is sexually attracted to his daughter. And the guy who put the tweet out says, an autobiography? How would you dare, as Woody Allen, I mean, talk about slapping America in the, I don't know, the normal world in the face when you're the guy who marries your own daughter and then you make a movie about it. I'll admit something to you guys. Woody Allen's stand-up is absolutely hysterical. The dude is brilliant in terms of his comedy. Truly isn't it? I say that, I mean, with a bad taste in my mouth because I can't stand this guy as a leftist. Because Woody is one of these guys who's so brilliant in his craft that he formulates these crazy ideas. If you ever see the movie Bullets Over Broadway, it's one of my favorite films, a Woody Allen film starring Chaz Palminteri. And Chaz Palminteri, that is truly his best acting role. I mean, the dude is just a gifted actor, but that show is amazing. He plays a mob guy who has to look over his boss's girlfriend as she wants to be in a play, and she can't act. It's played by Jennifer Tilly. And she's a horrible actress, but the mafioso finances the play and then tells his number one guy, you got to watch out for her, to make sure they give her good parts and stuff. Don't let them cut no roles from her or nothing like that, right? So he plays her big Goomba who when they go to cut a roll, he'll say, hey, the boss says you're not supposed to cut our rolls. Cut a roll. And he's like, but we got to, we want to edit. He's like, I don't care what you want to do. You cut our parts, you're going to get me. And he just sits out in the audience, but he falls in love with the play and he actually helps the playwright make it better. And it is absolutely, truly one of the funniest plays you'll ever see. And Woody Allen, I'm just telling you guys, whether you like the guy or not, what a talent, but what a jacked up dude. And I'm telling you, I think that it may be, I don't know, these Hollywood sensibilities, but anyway, that's where he did. He ends up marrying his own daughter. So another person said this. Her name is Mary Emily OHara is her Twitter name. And she says, so the Academy kicks out Weinstein, but not Woody Allen, Polanski, and Cosby? And, legitimate point. Why is it just what Hollywood wants you to believe is, hey, this is a Harvey Weinstein problem. No, this is a complete problem that's been going on in Hollywood for decades, as I talked about the other day when I mentioned Tippi Hedren, who was, hit on by Hitchcock. It was well known Hitchcock was doing this type of thing throughout Hollywood. It's been going on for decades. And they make out like, oh, it's something new. It isn't new. It's been happening since time immemorial. People want to be stars. They're willing to sell their souls. They're willing to do whatever. I remember the scene from Goodfellas where the Pesci's character, they got a couple of showgirls that want to meet him at the club, at the restaurant that he owned. So he shows up. They got these two showgirls in the kitchen. Pesci, you got to remember this scene from the movie. Pesci's talking to her, blah, blah, blah. He leads her out of the back door of the restaurant, gets into his Cadillac. And I mean, he doesn't even know her name. He gets into his Cadillac. She sits down on the passenger side. He's in on the other side. He just undoes his pants. And he's carrying on a conversation that she's probably like, whatever. It is so expected. And I swear, that is exactly how Hollywood operates. The people, don't be fooled by this. Weinstein is nothing. They know this is like a tip of the iceberg. Anyway, that's what Mary Emily OHara had to say. Roland Martin, who I crack up because I've torched Roland on Twitter a few times because he's just such a fathead leftist. He thinks he's an independent, but he's a ethnocentric, racist leftist. But here's what he said. Woody, I suggest you sit this one out. So he at least got this one right. Oh, my goodness. There was another one. No, this is the article itself I want to actually get into, which says Allen, who worked with Weinstein on a number of his films, said he'd heard rumors about the producer, but added, "No one ever came to me or told me horror stories with any real seriousness." And I want to go back to the sort of how Hollywood operates. Woody Allen acts like somebody's going to walk up to him and go, "Hey, listen, Woody, this is really happening and you got to help me." And Woody's going to help. Would you go to Woody Allen to help you with a sexual harassment charge? I mean, Woody Allen is not the moral compass of Hollywood, given that he's married to his own daughter, at least. And again, pardon me, who knows when that started? This could be Woody could. I mean, let's face it, he's probably a pedophile too. Man, just unbelievable. So he says this. And they wouldn't, she's talking about come to him. He says, and they wouldn't because you're not interested in it. You're interested in making a movie. He's saying, I'm oblivious. I'm not looking at your little problem with a guy I'm partnered with on this movie might be hitting on you. He goes on to say this, though. But you do hear some fanciful rumors all the time, and some turn out to be true. And some, many are just stories about the actress or that actor, this actress or that actor. Yeah, but actresses and actors hooking up on set, we get that. Look, I think that's the way Brad Pitt ended up breaking up with Angelina. In fact, that's how Brad Pitt broke up with, what's her name, Jennifer Aniston. We get that. Proximity to work, yada, yada. It's Hollywood. Nobody cares about relationships. So bada bing, bada boom, done. But producers and directors and, guys that own studios, come on. Don't try to play this off as just some little deal. But he goes on to say this. The whole Harvey Weinstein thing is very sad for everybody involved. Tragic for the poor women that were involved. Sad for Harvey that his life is so messed up. Sad for Harvey, rather, that his whole life is messed up. There's no winners in that. It's just very, very sad. And tragic for the poor women that had to go through that. That you ignored, Woody. One of whom was Mira Sorvino. Anyway, he says this. Also say he hoped the revelations would lead to some amelioration, but he says you didn't want to lead to a witch hunt atmosphere, a Salem atmosphere, where every guy in the office who winks at a woman is suddenly having to call a lawyer to defend himself. That's not right either. We completely agree. But see, here's the problem. This is where Hollywood screws it up for everybody else. Remember, you're in an office or something, you say, hey, it's a nice dress, or I love your hair. Or, hey, you want to go out and have a drink sometime? Sexual harassment. What are you doing talking to me? It's sexual harassment. It isn't sexual harassment, but Hollywood has led to this. All this leftist progressivism that they brag about is why we're here. He says, but sure, you hope something like this could be transformed into a benefit. But I go back to one of the accusers of Harvey Weinstein was Mira Sorvino. You know where he started messing with her? On the set of the movie, The Mighty Aphrodite, that she made with Woody Allen. So right under his nose, one of his ingenues is getting harassed, and Woody Allen says nothing. He pretends it doesn't there. Oh, they might have brought it to me. All these guys are pretending as if, oh, it's new to me or whatever. They all know this goes on. And I think that's what America finds most offensive, is they want to test our sensibilities by saying, no, this is new and we've put in safeguards now. The Academy is going to kick people out. They kicked out one guy to make us believe they're doing something.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.